out of the new collection of fabrics, I'm going to choose this one today, which is the floral, which I talked about in my last video, which is one of the new ones that I absolutely adore. It's very like one of the designer ones I used to use. Yeah, it's a stock fabric, and I think it's around 40 a meter. I think it is anyway. Philip will load it up afterwards and tell you. So it's just the most beautiful fabric that I think would look amazing either on a sofa or 2 chairs, but also can be used with curtains. If you were to use it in chairs, you could then team it up with a velvet on your sofa, which is something like this, which is nearly pulling out the lovely teal colour that's here. We've also got, if you were very brave and you're using this for chairs and sofas, you could use this lovely almost teal damask, which is also part of the new collection. This is a double width fabric, but I think, as you can see, probably hopefully from the camera, the way that it pulls out the gorgeous blue in this pattern as again I've talked about over the last few videos, has become so popular. If you're not as brave as that, you go for something a little bit more muted, which is something like this, which has got the same sort of color background but a little bit more blue on it, and that also works really well. As I said again recently, you know, when you're matching up your fabrics, try and tone them rather than matching them, because otherwise it becomes really boring, and you know, you end up, there's no interest in the room. I think the more layers and the more textures and patterns that you have, the more interesting it becomes. We've also got this gorgeous green herringbone, which again you'll have recognized because we've used it to death. Still looks great. This also comes in blue. Actually, it's part of the new collection as well. I'm going to save that for another scheme. We've also got this gorgeous green velvet, which would be absolutely beautiful in, again, a footstool piped in the blue, or it could be used for cushions. Here's what I made earlier. As you can see, lifts out beautifully this gorgeous warm green in it. We also have this fabric, which is an artificial wool, and it looks, and like when you feel it first, it's quite felty, but it upholsters so beautifully. It's really got that depth to it. When you deep button it, it's absolutely wow. So that could work for footstools as well. We also have this green stripe, which again I think lifts the whole scheme. And as I said, we're really into the green at the moment, and there's a lovely braid here, I think. Pick it up. Sorry, I don't have it, but we also have the ruches in stock, which is the thing that goes around the cushion. It comes in a blue as well, which looks really nice on this as well, so that will also work. Wall colours, listen, there's a mountain that work with this. I think the Curator flat woven is the best colour. This colour that I use is a bit like cotton, which is also our collection, which is, I would say, it's bright in the summer and warm in the winter, and that's a really important thing when you're using paints, because if the colour becomes cold in the summertime, it doesn't really work. If you're really brave and you only had a little bit of woodwork and it was for a garden room, this would look stunners as well. It's got that really good depth to it. So any of these colours would work. Again, if you were doing woodwork with these, if I was using the cotton in a woodwork, I probably would end up painting my woodwork the same as the walls, because I just think it ends up wrapping the room around you. When you start using brighter colours for woodwork. Where's the white? Here you go. When you start using whiter colours with them around the doors, with this soft colours, it ends up sort of tending to look like someone's put a big white marker around the whole room, and the room becomes bitty. Whereas if your room is small, paint everything in one colour for sure, because it makes the room look bigger. And again, you can take stuff onto the coping and then tone the ceiling. So if I was using flat woven, I'd probably put the cotton on the ceiling. I don't like ceilings too white. I think they should tone off the walls. So those are the paint colours. And again, when if you're using these together, make sure that you end up putting something into it that brings it to a different level. I mean, that when you're doing a scheme, when you think of all the things you need in a room, you've got your curtains, your sofa, your chairs, your footstools, you've got cushions, you've got lampshades. So there's so many different types of lampshades and things you can put with it. If you've been in our store, you'll see we have all the lampshades in different sort of colours. This green looks lovely in here as well with the scheme. So you've got that lovely pleated shade, which works really well as well. So as I said, I'm going to start loading up more of the schemes over the next few weeks, and thank you very much.